Arches has one of the largest concentrations of stone arches in the world. It's a super easy park to navigate with one main road that's about 20 miles long and a few offshoots. Many of the arches can be seen from the road or by taking a short hike. The park also has 3 longer hikes: Devil's Garden, Tower Arch, and Delicate Arch.
Good morning. We're getting up before sunrise to go into Arches National Park. We're going to try and beat some of the crowds by getting in there, well, I'm going to say bright and early, but it's dark and early. See you in the park.
Arches National Park started requiring timed entry tickets for its 2022 peak season. But now that we're in October, timed entry is no longer needed, but it's still super busy. So we're getting in before sunrise. And we're in. The only water you can get at the park is at the visitor center, so make sure you fill up before going into the park. You'll need lots of water for the day and food too, as you won't be able to buy any in the park. We're starting our visit with a hike to Delicate Arch, which is featured on the Utah license plate. It's a 3-mile-long hike with over 480 feet in elevation gain. It's quite popular for sunrise. As you can probably tell from watching our videos, Arches is super busy. We're even past the peak period and it is still so crowded here. But now we've come to the end of the park near Devil's Garden and we've taken a left and we're going down this much quieter, less traversed road to get to Tower Arch. Here we are in the Tower Arch parking lot, just putting on our sunblock and getting ready for our hike. It is definitely a lot less busy here than it is in the main part of Arches Park. There's only 3 other cars in the parking lot, and we don't expect to see very many people on this trail. The hike to Tower Arch is 2.6 miles round trip. The hike lets you get away from the crowds in the rest of the park because you need to drive about 7 miles down a dirt road to get to the parking lot. Oh my goodness, we're like in the middle of it. We have the arch all to ourselves. We finished the hikes and things we wanted to see today at Arches, so now we're checking out some dinosaur tracks not too far from the park. There are a lot of places to view dinosaur tracks in the Moab area, but we're checking out the Copper Ridge dinosaur tracks because those ones allow you to see lots of dinosaur tracks without doing a lot of hiking. The dinosaur tracks found here are from the late Jurassic period, about 150 million years ago. Today is Canadian Thanksgiving, and so we're going to celebrate by making the most traditional Thanksgiving meal that we can make while still being at a campsite. On the menu today is roasted chicken, green beans, and stuffing. We picked up these washed and ready-to-eat French beans, so I'm just going to add a little bit of oil and some herbs to it, and then I'm going to cook it over the frying pan. The beans look like they're coming along well, and since I'm a big fan of one-pan cooking, I'm going to push the beans to the side and I'm going to add in the seasoned rotisserie chicken that we purchased, also pre-cooked from Walmart, and we're just going to add it in and heat it up as well. Last up, I'm making this stovetop turkey stuffing. All I have to do is boil some water, add the stuffing in, and then it'll be ready in 5 minutes.
So much stuffing, I'm so excited.
That rotisserie chicken from Walmart does the trick. It's really good. We're up early again this morning, and this time it's to do the Devil's Garden hike at Arches Park. The Devil's Garden hike is considered the most strenuous of the 3 major hikes at Arches at 7.8 miles and some elevation gain. The first part of the Devil's Garden trail takes you to Landscape Arch, and that's the most popular part of the trail. After that, the trail gets a little more primitive and a few less people are on it. Lots of arches to still see though. There's Landscape Arch right over there.
It'll be interesting to compare this with our pictures from 4.5 years ago, see if anything's fallen off, because it looks like stuff's constantly falling off.
I'm pretty sure it has an official name, but I call it the Spine, and that part of the hike is coming up and it's one of my favorites. Turns out that was just a small scrambling section. The Spine is still yet to come. But first, Navajo and Partition Arch. And we're finally at the Spine. The Devil's Garden has so many different little offshoots, and you want to take all of them just so you can take in all of the arches and all of the scenery around us. I seriously love walking on this terrain. It is so cool, this rock. So as I mentioned, Arches is a really busy park, and even on a day like today in the shoulder season, it's still pretty busy. So whatever you do, please don't be that family that packs in and starts a picnic under the arch. It's really unfortunate because everyone else wants to take a picture, and they're standing there not letting anyone get their picture taken. In most arches, under most cases, you get somebody who stands there, takes their picture, leaves, and the next person can go. But then here you've got this family that's picnicking under the arch. After Private Arch, you get on the Primitive Trail, which can be kind of scary and challenging, or fun and full of obstacles, depending on your point of view. That's a long hike, and we're feeling pretty tired, but Chris is making me do this one little extension to check out Pine Arch and another arch whose name I've forgotten now. So that's what we're doing. From Devil's Garden, we're going to go down and check out a lot of the other arches. As I already mentioned, Arches is pretty easy to navigate, and it only has one main road that goes down it for about 20 miles. And that's our visit to Arches National Park and our hikes to Delicate Arch and Tower Arch and through the Devil's Garden. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel for our upcoming travel adventures through the other major national parks in Utah.